Hey backers, it's Brent. Thank you for supporting my project. I wanted to let you know that your gravity hook is on its way. And when you get it, you have to be careful because while it's strong, it hasn't been tested or certified to bear human weight. Another thing, if you throw this above you and you yank on it to see if it's secure, there's always a chance that it can come flying back at you. And if it hits you in the head, you're going to lose every time. The stainless steel does have some bulk to it, so you want to be careful with that. Thanks for supporting me again, and I hope you enjoy your gravity hook.
Hey everyone, when you get your gravity hook, it's going to come in a box like this, and when you open it up, you'll find a safety warning, which we'll go over later. You'll get your bag of hardware, and also your bag of parts. Now before you get started with building your gravity hook, you have to size the shackle. The shackle is just a little smaller than the parts when they're stacked up, and so it has to be expanded by just a fraction of an inch, and I'll show you how to do that. Start by taking out the pin, and then you're going to take your 3 linkages and take one piece and line it up just like that. Then you're going to take your shackle and you're going to put it over the top. There you go. And then you're going to use your thumbs just to expand it just a little bit. And the whole idea here is that when it goes over the 3 holes, you see those 3 right there, that it slides without any friction. Okay, so you have your 3 linkages. You want to sandwich them so that the one in the middle is facing the opposite direction. There you go. The outsides are facing the same direction. Then you're going to take your shackle, put it on just like that, slide the pin through, and tighten it. Just enough so that it doesn't come off. There we go. You still want the parts to swing freely. Now what we're going to do is use our nuts and bolts to attach the hammers. So we'll take one hammer here, slide it through like that, put a nut through, and you want to make sure that the pointy part is facing outward. Okay, so we have that side. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Again, pointy part facing outwards. This time we're using 2. Take our nut and bolt, put it together. And so now you have this assembly here, and the final bolt will go through after you slide this together. Now you can see it's starting to take shape. So we'll put it through, put the nut, and now we need to tighten everything. To tighten the hardware, we're going to take a 7/16 or 11 millimeter on one side, and then tighten the nylon lock nut until we bottom out. Once we bottom out, we're going to back it off 1/4 turn. So there we go, I can't go anymore. So to get the proper looseness, I'm just going to take it from 90 degrees and turn it 1/4 turn, and then that's the proper way to have that done. We're going to go ahead and do it to the remaining 2. There we go. Now our gravity hook is properly assembled and the hardware is loosened sufficiently. The shackle is good, and so it'll open and close as it's supposed to. Now if you want to install the cross hook, you'll put it right in between, close the jaws, and you'll have to tighten the hardware in order to properly install it. Here's how to do that. Take your O-ring, place it over the shackle. There we go. Second O-ring. Okay. While the cross hook is installed, you're going to slide the O-rings up. And what this does is sufficiently apply pressure to the jaws so that the cross hook is held tightly in place. Now you want to tighten it up with your wrenches. Make sure that each one is good and tight. There we go. Now these jaws are not going to open. The cross hook is firmly in place, and you're free to install some rope on the other end to use it as a grappling hook. Now just the O-rings alone aren't going to be enough tension to keep this cross hook in if you're doing anything more than trying to grab a piece of clothing or something lightweight. So make sure you tighten the hardware if you're going to be doing anything more than that.